What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Minute on the Mountain. We are out on the Blacksmith Fork River. Got my friend Steve here, and we're going to hopefully catch some brownies and maybe a cutthroat or two. And I'm going to keep a couple. We've got some fresh vegetables from the garden, and I want to do a little, well, I'm not exactly sure. I think I'm going to do like an oregano, or excuse me, a rosemary and herb trout and roasted vegetables with it. So we'll see how that tastes, but thanks for coming along. There we go, first trout of the day. I'm going to keep a couple as I mentioned, but not this guy. This one's pretty small. That's a good start. A little better, but still not quite what we're looking for. We can catch some a little fatter than that. We'll wait till we get a little more meat. Just had one follow it right there. Should have slowed down. That little one hit it twice. Well, he didn't hit it, but he went after it twice and missed. Same thing, just had a little one chase it. They're small though, I haven't seen any of the big ones yet today. Boy, look how skinny they all are, you guys. Skinny, skinny. But that's why they want you to harvest some. There's obviously too many for the amount of feed. So even though he's skinny, I'm going to keep this one. Alright, Steve's hooked up on his fly rod. First cast at our new spot. I told him let's go upstream a little bit, and sure enough, first cast. Nice. First cast in the new place.
Like it.
That's the biggest fish of the day.
Oh yeah?
Yep. They're all skinny, man.
Yeah.
That's why they want you to harvest a few of these browns out here that are just overpopulated. There he goes. Nice work, young man.
Yes, sir. I had a really terrific guide.
Another skinny guy, about the same size as the last one. But I'm afraid all we're going to catch is skinny, so I'm going to keep him too, and we'll be able to eat some fish tonight. There we go. Now that's the kind of fish we're talking about. That's a nice healthy brown. That's not a skinny guy. That guy is going to taste good. He's got some meat on him. Well, guys, we've got 3 trout on the grill. And we've got the veggies on the grill. The reason I'm doing the veggies out here, we ordered a new stove and oven for our kitchen. It was supposed to be delivered the 14th of July. And here we are, the 26th, 27th, whatever it is. Anyway, long story short, Home Depot canceled the order without notifying me. So we just went and bought another new stove after getting our refund back from Home Depot, but it's not going to be delivered to the 6th. So we're grilling everything. So you got the two little tiny trout, the one nice trout I caught. The two little ones I'm sure are done. I just want to make sure the big one's done. And we've got squash and zucchini from our garden sliced up in there. I should have added some onion, but I just ran out of time. On top of that, power went out here for a while because of a storm. Internet's out right now because of the storm. It's just been one of those evenings. So I'm going to pull the veggies off here in just a minute, taste test those. I'm going to let the fish cook a little bit more, and then we'll give you a taste test. It's got a citrus basil seasoning in the body cavity of all the fish. The veggies have that same seasoning on it, plus rosemary, plus pepper, and I think that's it. So we'll give it a whirl.
I apologize, guys, that we didn't get any footage of the actual taste test on the fish. I forgot to record part of it, and then I did record some of it, and the SD card said corrupt file. It didn't transfer over, so I apologize. It was okay. It wasn't great. The vegetables were really good. I thought the rosemary and the kind of citrus lime seasoning on those was a really good combination. The fish was just okay. I overcooked the two smaller fish, which I thought I might, but I wanted to make sure that thicker one was done all the way. So I'd probably give it a 6, maybe a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. It was just okay. But I hadn't eaten fish in a while, so it was nice to eat some fresh caught fish. Let's wrap this up with the channel shout out in the Minute on the Mountain. The channel I want to shout out is my friend Don and Rachel Woody over at Living on the Apex. He's a pastor here in Cache Valley at another church, and they just did their big sportsman's banquet, and he was kind enough to invite me to donate a couple prizes for that and shout out my channel there. So I want to return the favor as well as I can. He's a filmmaker. It's different than me. I am not a filmmaker. I know it. You know, I'm just trying to take you guys along, and hopefully, you know, you enjoy it. But he really develops his videos, thinks them through. I can tell his editing is slick, and his videos tell a story. I just think he's great with them. So Living on the Apex, check them out when you have some time. Excuse me, I'm fighting a cold, guys. I apologize. The passage today from Men on the Mountain is Proverbs 1:7. It's a verse that was in the message I taught this last Sunday. It's a verse I've been thinking about a lot lately. And that verse says that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, but fools despise knowledge and understanding. You can know a lot of facts. You can have a lot of data stored up in your mind. You can have a very high IQ without the fear of the Lord. No doubt about it. I know brilliant people from that standpoint who don't fear God, but you cannot have true wisdom without fearing God because you don't have the right perspective on life. See, if you fail to recognize that God is the uncreated creator and that you are the creation, if you fail to realize that it's God's story and he invites you to be a part of it versus it's your story and you invite God to be a part of it, if you think the universe revolves around you and your desires instead of the universe revolving around God, then you just don't have true wisdom. And the second part of that verse that strikes me is that it says fools reject wisdom and discipline. Some translations say they scorn it or they despise it. It's not that they're ignorant. It's not that fools lack knowledge. They purposely reject it. And I think we see that in our culture all the time now. I mean, I just watched a video of a congressional hearing where a so-called expert testified that men can have babies. And I'm sorry, guys, but that is just a flat-out rejection of knowledge. It's because people don't fear the Lord and they don't fear the boundaries that he has set. So my encouragement to you is that we should have a healthy, proper fear of the Lord. Now, that doesn't mean we walk around on eggshells, afraid he's going to kill us every time we sin. But we should fear his power. We should fear his authority. We should give him reverent submission. So I think it's more than just respect. Some people say the fear of the Lord just means respect the Lord. I think it's a little deeper, and here's why I say that. There are people that I respect that I don't have an awe of, or I don't have reverence for. So, for example, I can respect anyone in a position of authority, and I should, but that doesn't mean that I'm in awe of them. And I think with God, it's much deeper than just respect. It's a reverent awe. So, again, that's Proverbs 1:7. Ponder that when you have some time. Think on that. Think about all the amazing reasons God should put us in a state of awe when we think about Him and His attributes. Thanks for all your support, guys. Appreciate you coming along. God bless you, and we'll see you the next time we're out on the mountain.